What's going on, family? It's your girl Guruji Chastity, and I'm excited to continue to share more about my personal journey and how my teachings show up in my everyday life. How I built the self confidence to maintain no contact with my mother is a very scary but transformative topic I'm ready to share my wisdom on. Ironically, I am not an advocate for no contact. It just so happens to be what is necessary for my personal development. The reason why I'm not an advocate for no contact is because I experienced my mother wound as unrequited love. And so I always saw an happy ending. I always thought that there was going to be something that I was going to be able to do to fix all of this or to fix the strained relationship I've always had with my mother. Never in a million years did I expect to go no contact. First aspect of my self confidence that I learned to develop in order to maintain no contact with my mother is self esteem. When I had low self esteem, I would accept whatever she was offering me, and typically it was a relationship that was on the surface level, and I've always wanted more. I've always wanted a deeper, more emotional connection, but she's only been able to offer me the benefits of food, clothing, and shelter. She has not been able to nurture and embrace. And so there have been times in my personal experience where I needed to be nurtured and I needed to be embraced. And instead of expressing that or sharing the experience that I was having, because I lack self confidence, I just wouldn't say anything. And that never works well for anybody. And so when I began to develop self confidence, it helped me realize that the no contact boundary is a healthy boundary. It's not meant for me to punish, to criticize, or to shame my mother. It is simply a way for me to safely grow as the beautiful, vibrant flower that I am. And second aspect of my self confidence I've built to maintain going no contact with my mother is a loving mirror. I had to develop a loving mirror, someone who was willing to come into my life and take my mother's place in order for me to learn how to be the mother for myself. And until I am fully capable of doing that, I need someone to mirror back to me what I feel like I was supposed to receive from my mother, which is authentic love. The reason why I want a healthy relationship with my mother is because I wanted my first experience of feeling like I was enough to come from inside and not outside. And I feel if I was emotionally connected to my mother from the time that I was a child, I would have an authentic sense of self, right? But without that authentic sense of self, I've gone out into the world and fallen for anything. And so when I decided to go no contact, it was really important for me to have a plan in place. And that plan was a loving mirror for somebody to always mirror back to me my greatness in times when I did not feel that way, when I felt lonely, when I felt isolated, when I felt misunderstood. And again, the reason why that's important for me is because this isn't the first time that I've gone no contact. This is actually the second time, and this is the time where it actually stuck. Because the first time I did not have a plan. I was just like, okay, this is what I needed, ripped off the band aid, and didn't have a plan in place for the care that I was going to take once I opened this wound. But knowing that, okay, I have someone in my corner who is willing to support me as I go through this grieving process of grieving this idea of a relationship I will no longer have, it made the ability to maintain the no contact that much easier. The last aspect of how I built the self confidence to maintain no contact with my mother that I want to share is that I built up a why. That was the most important thing. Once I knew why I wanted a better relationship with my mother, it helped me see that the one that I was in wasn't it. And I previously touched on it. But the reason why I wanted a healthier relationship from my mother is because I wanted to know that I was enough from her. And being really clear on that why gave me the confidence to maintain the no contact, because again, you could feel like you the mean one, you cold hearted, you doing the wrong thing, you're punishing people. And it's like, no. Being clear that I wanted a healthy, loving, deep emotional connection helped me accept and release the idea that, okay, that isn't where I'm at and that's not what I'm getting. And because of that, I can let this go. But before that, it was really hard, and I was holding on to a relationship that really wasn't benefiting my personal development. If this part of my journey resonated with you, I'd like to offer you additional support through my Mother Wound e-guide, meant to support you as you do this deep healing work. If you're interested in taking it a step further, you can click the link in the description of this video to download the e-guide. It's free, so it's no fuss. If it helps you, great. If it doesn't, great. Okay? Until next time, I love you. Peace out.